Hello, Catamounts. My name is Alexander Hoffman, and this is Chats with Cats presented by WeTV. In this series, we've been interviewing some of our amazing student athletes here at Western Carolina University. Today marks the beginning of Season 4 and Fall 2025, with our first guest being a returner, Jacai Germain of the Pride of the Mountains Marching Band. How are you, Jacai?
Hey, I'm doing all right, Alex. How are you, man?
I'm doing very well. Excited to have you back.
Yes, excited to be back.
We'll go ahead and get started. Welcome back, of course, and please tell us who you are and what your role is in the Gold Line.
Yeah, sure. My name is Jacai Germain. I am a senior this year, CMAP major, focus in percussion. And my role in the marching band is that I play snare drum, and I am one of the center four, with our section leader being Ashton Thompson, and I'm right next to him.
Awesome. What was your favorite drumline-specific moment last season?
That's a hard one, man. I mean, we had a lot of really fun moments, a lot of good memories. I think that my favorite moment by far was when we went to Savannah, Georgia, and we just had a good time. And we all bonded and we all had fun. That was my favorite.
Yeah, those bonding moments are awesome to have. And is there anything in particular that you'd say would make this year's line special to you personally?
So we have a lot of talent this year. A lot of people went out for gold from purple, and they were all really highly qualified in my opinion. I thought that they were, amazing. When they came out to the audition, they came prepared. They knew what to do. They knew the procedure. They knew what was going on. You had to, throw down to get down. You know what I mean? And we just have a lot of talent this year, and it's looking really, really good, especially for right now in early September. We just got out of August, and we're sounding pretty tight already. So I'm very happy with the people that I'm with, and I love all of them. They're all cool. So
yeah, super excited to see throughout the season all the performances and all of that, especially as we get closer to TOC, of course. And you've been involved in drum corps multiple times.
Yeah.
How has that experience shaped you as a musician and performer, and what lessons have carried over into Gold Line?
So drumline or DCI has taught me just how to be better at drumline, overall, like musically, listening environment wise, just like responsibility, and also just being a good follower before you can become a good leader. And it also instilled in me discipline that it instilled discipline in me that helped me become just a lot stronger in general. So
yeah, and on that line about leadership, have you found yourself as a senior stepping into more of a leadership or mentorship role this season as you progress through your time here?
Yeah, for sure. As this year in particular, or since I'm so close to the center, it's my job to make sure that everybody on the outskirts of the line is also just, being attentive and paying attention. And I have to set up a good example to make sure that they're set up for success. Because if the center core is not, set up for success, there's no way the rest of the line is going to be set up for success. So that's my job, to just make sure, I'm keeping up with what I have to do to make sure everybody else is also set up for success.
Yeah, that makes sense. And obviously percussion is a little bit different than a lot of the band in terms of like interactions and your role within the performances. What's something people outside of drumline don't realize about the work or energy that it takes to be a part of Gold Line?
So a lot of people that are outside of the drumline may not understand necessarily how much work we put in. And that, you see us drumming out the wall all the time by the fountain. They're like, why are they still drumming out there like 11, 12 at night? But it's because we want it. You know what I mean? That's the whole mentality behind being on the drum line is, it's great that you want to be on the drum line, but how much do you really actually want to be on the drum line? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess it can be kind of cultish if you think about it, but, it's just love at the end of the day. We really love what we're doing. We love performing. We love playing, but we have to do it well first before we can have fun. You know what I mean? And some people don't understand that, but, Matt Henley always says, hard work and fun times go hand in hand, but it just so happens that hard work comes first. You know what I mean? And we all have to work hard to achieve what we want before we can actually enjoy it. So.
Absolutely. And aside from the work aspect of it and how much work you put in, what would you say makes your section specifically unique within POTM as a whole?
So the drumline section is pretty unique. Matt Henley actually told us last week, right after the football game, that we've been setting up the band for so much success in terms of just how we carry ourselves, in terms of our etiquette, not even just playing the drum or playing wise, but just like how we present ourselves on and off of practice. You know what I mean? And it's super important. And it goes back to the family aspect. We're all trying to be strong together as a family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing to me. So.
Even within the larger, like 400 to 500 person marching band, it's important to have that core to set that example for other people too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of moving into our lightning round, 3 new short little questions with some short little answers from you. What has been your favorite city you visited with Spirit of Atlanta?
Oof. My favorite city that I visited was probably San Antonio. I love San Antonio. Even though we didn't stay that long this year, I love just the city. I love the culture. I love the vibes. It's hot. It's hot in San Antonio. But it was my favorite city. It was my favorite venue. A lot of people came out. A lot of people came out to our lots. It was a cool time. So
awesome. If you could add any new pop song to the halftime show, what would it be?
I said this last time and I'll say it this time. I want some songs from The Weeknd. I don't know what's taking so long. I don't know what the whole decision behind that is, but I want some songs from The Weeknd. Blinding Lights. Well, actually, no, we did that, I think, for indoor, but I would love, or Double Thunder, but I would love for us to have like some other Weeknd songs in there for sure.
We'll have to send that clip to the Pride of the Mountains. Make sure they see it. And what is your favorite section to hype up during a game besides your own?
Favorite section, hype up, just like chants or whatever.
Just in general, to bring energy to.
Yeah, so, beforehand, every time we go on the field, we have our tradition. I can't say what it is, but we all just get hyped up, and we are all, as a snare line, we all get hyped up, and we're all ready to attack the rep, which is the show, for the audience to make sure that they enjoy it. We just all hype each other up, and we say Grease on 3. So that's what I love to do. That's what we all love to do, so.
There you go. And wrap up, we have a couple of questions. What's one thing you hope to pass down to the next generation of Gold Line members, especially as a senior?
Yeah, sure. So what I'll say is, it's important to, have fun, but I do believe in hard work first. That's what Matt Henley says. But make sure you work hard. If you really want to make gold, you have to make sure you work hard first. I'm not saying be perfect. No one's perfect. But just make sure that you're working hard and you're committed to what you want to do, Some people are wishy-washy in whether they want to make it or not want to make it. You have to know for a fact that I'm going to make it. And you have to have that mentality in the audition and through the entire rest of the season, because that's how you're going to be successful, and that's how you're going to actually be able to have fun later. So that's what I have to say.
Awesome. And last question, is there anything you'd like to say to your fellow Pride of the Mountains members or to Catamount Nation as we head into the rest of this season?
Yeah, for sure. Love you guys. You guys are all rock stars. You guys are all working really hard, and I'm proud of every one of you guys. Keep up the hard work, and we're going to make some awesome shows this season. So just keep it up.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jacai. That does wrap up our episode. Thank you all for tuning in to the season premiere of Season 4 of Chats with Cats. Thank you, Jacai, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
Of course. We'll see you next time, and go Cats.